Hey guys, welcome to Trucking Talk Thursday. Well, I've got a load here going from Nevada to Arizona. Got a new truck. Yep, got a new truck. Well, I was going to buy a Peterbilt. Unfortunately, the one that I wanted to buy was replaced by this truck in a mod. I've added some mods, I've added some stuff. Like if you notice now, well, you can't see there. There. It's the Dull Fruit Company. So, I've got some new trucks, I've got some new trailers, new companies. I mean, this thing's amazing, this truck. It's got great sounds. It's bigger than my Kenworth, so good truck, I enjoy it. So I'm going to talk about quite a few things today in this haul. One of those things is I met a guy who plays this game. He's in the diecast community. His name's Tom North. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know about him. And one of the things he wanted me to ask me about and talk about in here was, what do you think about some of the realism features? Like, he was wondering, would it be cool if they implemented real weather, such as tornadoes and warnings and police roadblock warnings and police roadblocks? And I think that would be pretty awesome to have in here. It'd make the game more realistic. You know, you get a little alert on your GPS saying, hey, in a quarter mile, there's a police roadblock, or in 500 feet, police roadblock. One thing I do notice in this game that kind of lacks realism is there's not a lot of, there's no police chases or ambulances or anything that pull out in front of you. Which, I mean, I don't live on the West Coast. I live actually pretty much on the East Coast. To give you guys a perspective, think of the upper part of Maryland, the lower part of Pennsylvania. That little state known as Delaware. And I know I make fun of my state all the time. So, but once you lived here for quite a few years, you can make fun of it. So, you know, it'd be cool to see stuff like that, to have real weather, realistic weather. Oh, my turn signal's stolen. It'd be cool to have that. It'd be cool to have weather alerts, police alerts, and I think it'd be cool to have, watch this prayers, I think it'd be cool to have, you know, more realism, like different traffic patterns, like police cars and ambulances every once in a while come after you. Not after you, but come out through an intersection. Like, they'll grab the light, they'll have their sirens on, they'll blow past you. The traffic lights at intersections will turn red because they need to get by you. So that'd be cool. That'd just add realism to the simulator. And I'm not sure, I haven't played the full Euro Truck simulator. I've played a demo of it before I ever got this wheel. So, I don't know if they have that in Euro Truck, but what seems to happen is Euro Truck is the game they started out with, and this is the game they kind of came up with to satisfy all the we want to drive in America people. So, they're still adding improvements to this. There's supposed to be tilting steering wheels and a map rescale. Oh, that guy came out of nowhere. Oh, that's one thing. I'm still getting used to this truck. I've had it for a few days. So, and it's not as wide as, it's a little bit wider than my Kenworth. I did upgrade this truck a little bit. It's got a Cat 600 horse, I believe, engine. And it rolls smoothly. I do like this truck. sometimes, and then other times it can be a pain in the butt to drive. But, you know, I guess that's what happens if you go from truck to truck. You kind of learn little things about the trucks. One of the other mods I have in here is I have the truck of my dreams, a Kenworth K900 from, I think it's a more modern one. I don't think it's like a 79. But it's a fun truck to drive. I also have some more modern, like 2013, I have an International cab over, and then I have a Volvo cab over, which looks more European. I guess over in England you guys call them lorries. Over here you get competition, you know, there's a couple of things they call them, either semi-trucks or, you know, tractor and trailers. I've heard it referred to as that. And then you got the guys who drive these things who have different names for them. So, like what I'm driving currently is known as a conventional truck because the front end, how it is. And this is an old, like this is a made to look old one. That's why I got like the big steering wheel. And that's why it's got like the split down the glass. But so this is a conventional. That's the type where it's got the nose where the engine hood's up. And the cab overs, or sometimes they just call them COEs for short, cab over engines. But this, I do like this truck. I do enjoy it. A little bit less than the Kenworth. I was having fun driving the Kenworth, but I'm like, it's time to change. I need to buy a new truck. So, and I can go a little bit faster on this curve. Oh, I think I went, nope. Alright, what you just heard was an engine malfunction. Like, I've hit this truck quite a few times before, and I've had to pay to get it fixed. Actually costs more to repair than the Kenworth. Go figure. But it's a nice truck. I do like it, don't get me wrong, but it's not a Kenworth. It's not a Peterbilt either. Like, Peterbilt's just, the ones that I was in this game just cruise on through. This is a mod, so of course I have to have daytime driving lights on, otherwise all these gauges I can't see. The digital display is nice. Helps me know, actually pinpoint how fast I'm going, because the analog needles, the only thing I really use those for is to tell me to shift up or down. So. Now also too, another problem I have with this truck is I don't exactly know where the fuel gauge is in this truck. So, at the time I'm just cruising through and I look up at my GPS navigation to know where my fuel is. But it's a good truck. You know, it's a fun mod. The only thing I have to say is be careful with the mods. Be careful when you're modding your computer or you're modding your games. Because there's people out here who upload the mods. It's not done by the company who makes the game. So they might take you to sites where it's like virus prone, which sucks. I know, guys. I hate to say that, but yeah. It'd be cool if the developers of the games actually put in more trucks, but then again, you gotta think, you know, they need to make licensing agreements. I think they have to pay the company so much to use the title. So, where modders are just people who are have the game, played the game, can code and draw and design. So, but you know, just be careful. Make sure you have an active antivirus software on your computer, and you should be fine. If you're young, let your parents know what you're doing. Oh. Let your parents know what you're doing on the computer. Because also, too, I've tried to find mods for certain games, and it would take me to, like, different sites, which would be something totally different, and I think you older guys know what I'm talking about, you know. You click to go to a site where it's linked, and then you get an eyeful. So just let your parents know, hey, I'm downloading extra components. It's free, it's legal, but you might see some stuff on the computer. Just be safe with it. Be smart. Have an active antivirus. So that's my little PSA for that part. So I hope you like that, Tom North. Yeah, I would like to see roadblock warnings, storm alert warnings. I'd like to see more weather. But I mean, it is California, Nevada, Arizona. So there's not really too much they can do with the change of seasons. Now, I'm not sure if you guys seen, but you do get rain in this game, which is kind of cool. I do like how you get rain. I have had to use the windshield wipers. Not in this truck yet, but I have. But then you got to think, like, it's a newer game. Euro Truck's been out for a while, so of course they've got all kinds of licensing agreements, all kinds of trucks from what I hear. So that's that. It'd be nice if they could add, have different trucks in here too, like different brands. So far, the only brands that they have in the game without mods are Peterbilt and Kenworth, but I have International Kenworth, which of course came in the game. Peterbilt Kenworth. What I'm driving right now is a Freightliner Classic XL. And this is a custom paint job that came with the mod. And then there's also a Volvo in here that I have. I had to get rid of a Scadia cab over because I just didn't like it. I thought it was a little too... it didn't fit the theme of the game. It was a little too European, but I guess for Euro Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, that would be cool. So, but that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about with the game. School's coming up for me. I go back August 31st, if you're watching this at a later date, which is Tuesday. So, not really looking forward to going back to school, unfortunately, but hey, I don't think a lot of you guys like going to your jobs, and if you do, that's awesome, but I know there's a lot of you guys who would like, whether you had the option of, being able to stay at home and you were still able to support yourself, but you wouldn't have everything. You could do little things, or go to work and, be able to do everything. I think a lot of you guys would want to stay home. Come on, baby. I mean, I just think that's how it is in general, but, it also, I know a lot of us have gotten the speech, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Well, I brought that up with my mom, and she's like, well, people say that, but the thing they forget is that, some things in life that you love, you just can't do professionally. Like, her example was musician, Yeah, you can be a musician, a professional musician, but, there's only so many of them who get picked up and found. I mean, you have to work, you have to still support yourself. If you're, a decent musician, and by that, she said, she went into a little bit of detail. She's like, if you can play guitar well, but you're only like an adequate songwriter, you're not going to be making mad money. You're not going to be like, and sorry, these references are probably old. You're not going to be like Stevie Nicks or, Eric Clapton or any major musician out there. You'll probably be able to play like little clubs and bars and stuff, do open mic nights and stuff, but no major record label's going to want to pick you up. So, and I'm in a field that I don't want to say I love, but it's something that just comes natural to me, that I like, and that I can kind of tolerate. There's a lot of people who are in the field of accounting who don't like accounting. It's boring. You work with numbers all day. And again, these people are doing what they need to do to survive, to feed their families and stuff. So, but hey, I think most of you guys know by now, if I had my sight and if I was healthier, I probably wouldn't be in college. I'd be driving one of these in the real world, so that's that. But I can't complain, you know, I do alright. Now, there is a third option. However, I'm not lucky or creative enough to do said third option. I'd like to work and get paid by making YouTube videos. The only thing is, we are in such a niche hobby that, or such a niche thing that, you know, it's not open to the masses. Like, yeah, there's a lot of video game channels out there, but that's a diluted, I'm using technical terms here, that's a diluted market. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can think of at least 5 video game channels, you know, where people game. And the thing, I've covered this in another video, you know, the thing is, people want to see somebody playing a video game, and they want to be entertained while watching said person play the video game. You know, to me, I'm playing a video game, but this isn't enough for me to run a gaming channel. This is one game. You guys would get bored after a while, and I'd just stop thinking about things to say. I'd have to come up with all kinds of things to say every day for every video. And, you know, a lot of the YouTubers that I watch that make video game videos and get paid from it, you know, they're putting out like 3, maybe 4 video game videos a day, and they're going to conventions and all that stuff that, you know, it's become their job, it's become their life, you know. So, would it be cool? Yeah. I mean, I'd love to be a video gamer or a professional vlogger, video blogger. But is it really what's cut out for me? Probably not. I mean, I don't really think I'm that entertaining, and I'm not trying to, you know, get sympathy from you guys, but I just don't think it's for me, man. You know? Would I love to be an individual running my own business? Yes. But am I willing to put the time in and risk everything? Well, right now, maybe. But I don't really have enough people, enough capital, and by that I mean money. I don't really know a service, I don't know a trade, I cannot buy product, I don't have a rental space. There's a lot of things to consider with, you know, running your own business, and that's the thing. With YouTube, you're running your own business, but it's a service. So, but again, with YouTube as a business, I don't think I have enough capital, and by that I mean time and energy. I know I don't have the greatest of equipment, so my videos are low quality. Like, what I'm shooting on is I think it's a Sony, or maybe it's a Canon. I'm shooting on a regular camera. This isn't screen capture. This is a camera zoomed in on my TV, so this is all just stuff that I had laying around. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I know you guys like this, and it's cool. I like doing these videos. It's just another way for me to talk to you guys. Because again, I haven't found a lot at stores, and I haven't really been hunting Hot Wheels. I'm going to be dead up honest. I'm starting to, you know, not really find a lot, and I need to save a little bit, because there's other various things I want to do, other various activities. There's games coming out that I would like to get. I'm going to need to buy a new console soon, because the Xbox 360 is starting to fall out. You know, it's getting old, and they stopped making games for Xbox 360 now, so. Do I like PC? Yeah, but I don't know if my PC is going to be able to handle all the new stuff that's coming out. Like, there's one that I'm really interested in that's coming out. It's called Mafia 3. Oh, and I blew a red light, and they didn't get me on that. Mafia 3 is coming out. Looks like a great game. It's rated M for mature, which means you must be 18 or older to buy and play. Or, you know, So I won't be covering that game here. I might go back to my gaming channel, which only has about 5 subscribers. Look up Crazy Kevin Games, or Crazy Kev Games, it's one of those. But it got tiring, because I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do, and I was playing a game that I didn't, like, fall in love with. It was just a game that I liked. It was called The Godfather 2. Which also, too, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, that's not a great game to start with anyway. That's a bad game. So, and I mean, when this channel started out, I honestly didn't know what it was going to be. I think I started out shooting videos with a friend riding his bike, doing like BMX tricks. So, and then also we were doing, the Harlem Shake was big my senior year of high school. Which, now that I think about it, it seems like such a long time ago. But that was one video I shot, and they took my phone, and I got it back at the end of the day. So as soon as I got home, I uploaded that to YouTube. 3 days later, they told my friend that he needed to pull that video down. I was standing with him, and of course I wasn't cool as a Shaolin monk. I was shaking in my boots, because I'm like, what are they going to do to me now? So, but I had like 1,000 views on that, because the Harlem Shake was such a huge trend. But, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You need to remember that you cannot cut off your source of income. And that's one thing, like, you must be careful with what you say. Hey look, public storage. That's another mod. I know I got some form of ADD, just the joking kind. But you need to, and I'm tired, you need to remember that everybody can see your videos, so don't be putting up things that maybe your teachers, principal, school environment, don't do things that are going to reflect badly on you. So, but again, I think most of you guys know this, and you probably want me to stop talking about that, drumming that into your heads. So I'll stop on that, but, going back to going to school. Now, I do enjoy going to school. There's fun things to do. I like talking to people, and the people that are in the classes and that are in, like, my class, my course, my school of study, are pretty cool. We're all psychology majors, and most of them are Bachelors of Arts majors, which I am. And we all kind of share the same points of view, and what I like is when I get into a conversation with a person, and we kind of share different points of view, and we don't really have, like, arguments, but we talk to each other, and we all see, each other's side. So, that's the engine brake for you guys. I'm pulling into a gas station so I can fuel up, because I don't know how much more I have left. I believe this in the real world is supposed to be a Citgo, but I don't think they changed the gas stations. Oh, what did I hit? Hit something. I don't know what I hit. Oh. Did you guys see him? Because I didn't. Well, I'm going to fuel up and act like nothing happened, so. Hey guys, never do that in real life. If you hit a car, like you get in an accident, make sure everybody's okay. Get out, swap insurance. Make sure everyone is okay. Because trust me, hit and runs are really bad. It's actually worse. It's a crime if you get in a car accident and you run. So. There we go. I think I was stuck in the gas pumps. So, but, again, just remember, everything you do on the internet, everybody can see, including Snapchats. If they get deleted in a second, you know, somebody will be able to find that and see that. One of the big things that was going around my high school, and still goes on today, is people sending naked pictures of themselves to friends, or people they don't, you know, or people who they think are friends, or, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, 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 girlfriend, girlfriend, you know, romantic significant others. You know, even if you delete those photos that you sent to somebody, that stuff will fly around so fast it'll make your head spin. Now, I myself have never gotten those kind of pictures, and I myself, I mean, y'all know I never sent those because I've got a low self-esteem here, so of course I'm never sending anybody a naked picture of me. Heck, I don't even want to see, you know, yeah, I'm not going much further with that because I don't want to gross you guys out, but, you know, there's a reason why I'm almost always wearing a t-shirt and I'm always wearing jeans. I don't like how my legs look, and I don't like how my chest looks. But, you know, just be smart. Don't do anything that you don't feel comfortable with. So. But no, going back to going to school and being, you know, I like having conversations with people. It's always so fun because you always get a different point of view. And, you know, sometimes you change yours. But the only thing is, like, with going back to school, I miss my vacation, man. Because I was doing things, I was customizing cars like a madman. I can still do that on, like, the weekends and stuff, but it's like, my time is, you know, truncated so much. But, hey, you know, this is kind of what I wanted too, you know. I wanted to go and be treated like an adult, do the things I enjoy school-wise, you know, get into a educational program that I like. And I realize now it's not all it's cracked up to be. You know, it's like, I'm sure a lot of the younger viewers, or when you were younger, you always wanted to drive. I did too. And now I notice it's not really all it's cracked up to be. I should probably put my headlights on. So. Downshifting time. Excuse me, just got done lunch too, so. Let's put this in fourth, because I'm pretty sure the truck will climb the hill in fourth, and then third, second, first, because we're stopping on a hill and I don't want to get rolled back, because that'll be really bad. Let's see, anybody coming? I can turn those headlights off because it's like sunny now. I guess everybody had their daytime driving lights on. Nobody coming. Yeah, nobody coming. I think I just took out the sign. This is why I don't drive, guys. I can't really see that well, and, you know, life's not always going to be in 42 inches of high definition, so. But this does help pass the time, and this does help, you know, cure my addiction to driving. Alright, Motor City is supposed to be something else due to one of the mods, but hey, I'm just glad the game plays and it doesn't crash. And if you can see my GPS, you're going to notice that I need to get over soon, so there we go. Anybody else in that lane coming up fast? No, just a truck. Okay. We'll turn that signal off for the time being. We'll downshift into about 6th. We'll take it real slow. Push in the clutch, and we'll brake now. Put it in first. Sit at the light for a little bit. Oh, turn signal. Would be nice. That way everybody knows where I'm going. But yeah, see, Walmart. That's a mod. Now I don't know why the cars look so weird going across, but I guess that's graphical processing issues. I guess all you computer guys will let me know in the comments. Sorry about that, guys. Needed to shift. Speed limit in here is like 30 miles an hour. This is Las Vegas proper, so. And I just like to take it slow, because you know, in real life, I'm pretty sure the Vegas Strip is kind of crowded too, and you got some distracted people out there. So, always best to take it slow. Be aware of your surroundings. Even if you're just walking, you know. Oh. There we go. I mean, I don't really like driving through Las Vegas anyway, so doing it as a truck driver is probably nerve-wracking. But, I mean, if you're in a little passenger car and you're on vacation, it's probably fine. It's probably a nice place to visit. I'd like to visit there, honestly. I can't lie. I'm old enough to the point where I can actually go to a casino and go lose some money. I haven't been in... There's a local casino down here. I haven't been to it yet. It's called Delaware Park. I've been to the racetrack. I used to bet. My grandparents used to let me bet on horses every once in a while, and I did okay with that every once in a while. But it was always like to show, which means like if they come in at least third, you get a little bit of money. So. Whoa! That's what happens when I try to do hand over hand. Honestly, the wheel in the game, like the semi-truck steering wheel, is actually a little bit bigger than my Logitech G27 steering wheel, so. And I need to go find somewhere to sleep, because pretty soon I'm pretty sure the driver will start dozing off. Almost went through it. But yeah, I give a lot of credit to the men and women who drive semi-trucks. Because it may appear to be an easy job, but it's not. You know, it's like anything else. You gotta work hard at it. You gotta work at it. You know, you always gotta consider what everybody else is doing. You kinda have to be a bit of a mind reader, and you kinda have to know people. Or know the intentions of people sometimes. But heck, if they told me tomorrow that I could get a job driving one of these, I'd still do it. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little boy, but I think we all know that by now. I've fallen in love with trucks, man. I also wanted to be a mechanic too, but hand-eye coordination, not that good. However, it's getting better after doing the cars. I'm sure you guys noticed that my customs have gotten a little bit better from when I started. Trying to be humble, you know, trying to keep my humility. Because that's the thing, I don't really like being around people who are egotistical, pretty much the opposite of humble, who put on airs, who act better than they are. That's just not me, man. Now, of course, my mother will say, well, Kevin, you're the opposite. You try to make yourself sound worse than you are. And also, that is kind of true. The other thing is, too, I'm not really that great at taking compliments. I've noticed that talking with my brother, because, you know, we're older now. We used to get on each other's nerves all the time. But we're older now, so we talk to each other a lot. And some of the things are like, well, you just got to start, you know, you got to start taking compliments, Kevin. If I tell you you did a good job, you did a good job. And if we're working together, take some credit for our work. It's our work. We work together. And it's like, you know, I'm always like, no, Ken did it. So. But I mean, that's just, you know, the casual little labor that we do around the house. Weeding. Oh boy. Oh no. No. Oh man, that's not good. See, this is why I need to go somewhere and get him to sleep. Oh, and that guy. Oh, man. There we go. Yeah, I gotta find a rest stop. Oh, where's the nearest rest stop? In 0 minutes, where is the nearest? Why y'all messing with me? Oh, okay, it's right up here. Alright. We're gonna downshift this, that way I can get up into that rest stop. Yeah, no, that was bad. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. Oh, man. Yeah, I still haven't mastered the perfect time to go to sleep in this game. and the truck's going to be a little expensive to fix. It's probably up to about $14,000 now to fix. Let's see how bad the trailer is. Trailer's at 20%. I'm probably not going to make any money off this. So, oh, truck died. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. Let's turn those lights off. Let's go fall asleep. But, I mean, I watch guys make these videos too, and they don't make the errors that I make, but they're probably seasoned players of this, because, well, at least I'm dozing off in the parking lot. How bad could that be? Pretty bad. But yeah, no. Kraft Heinz, I think that's a mix of Kraft and Heinz ketchup. I used to put Heinz 57 steak sauce on my steaks, but you can't get it all the time now, so there we go. It's a good looking truck. It's not all beat up. But yeah, guys, that was one thing I used to do in college, waiting for classes, because now I gotta pretty much make sure I'm there an hour early. That way I'm not late. I used to sit and watch game players. I used to watch moto vlogs, like motorcyclists. I used to watch truck vlogs, people driving semi-trucks. So that'll probably continue. This is, of course, when I didn't have homework or didn't need to study for anything coming up, but probably shouldn't waste my time. You know, probably should study now, since coming up is my hardest course. So, and yeah, I'm a little scared, I won't lie. Because, I mean, it's something that, it's math. I'm not that good at math. I'm a little scared, but I'll probably dance in the street when I'm done course, and then when I'm done school overall, I'll be really happy. But then comes another hurdle. Time to get a job. But that shouldn't be too bad. Or hey, who knows? Maybe in the next couple of years I'll become so popular that I can actually work for YouTube. Nah, guys, I'm hopeful, but I'm also a bit of a realist. I don't see that happening. For me, at least. Because also the people that I've seen, the one guy that I know in real life who's, making money off of YouTube, he's been doing videos for about 13 years. Maybe not on YouTube, but he's been doing camera work and stuff for 13 years. He makes short films. He makes vlogs. He lives in California now. He went to my summer camp to the same summer camp I went for visually impaired people. It was just cool. The only thing is, too, another thing, and this is a topic for another video, I always kind of felt like an outsider there. So, But I'll talk about that in another video. I'm pretty sure I bored you guys to death already, so I'll keep quiet, let y'all enjoy the scenery for a little bit, because I'm almost at the delivery spot. Got a little nervous there, guys. So did I. Yeah, sometimes in life it's just better to wait for things, so. Oh, this is fun. You guys might get to see what I like to call a rollback. However, the cool thing is I'm just going slow enough that I can feather the gas, feather the clutch. That was new for me, guys. That's the first time I've actually been on a hill and haven't rolled back, so. Speed limit here is 30. We are about 3 hours away, game time, not real time, so. There we go. Let's leave it in fourth. Probably be doing about 30. If that's important, they'll call me on the cell phone. Don't you know I'm driving? Not sure if you guys can hear that, but there's a home phone in this house, and people tend to call it cell. And I get phone calls for people that I don't even know, haven't even lived here, so. Oh, that may be important, guys. Guys, I had to cut it short. That call was important. This video is close to an hour now, so I'm just going to drop the trailer. I need to get the truck repaired, so sorry about that. Let's see how I did. There we go. Let's drop the truck. Alright. That's weird. No parking bonus. Oh man, that's the first time I got damaged. Oof, really bad. I got nothing and nothing. Alright guys. Well, it was fun just for the experience, so later.